Oh, this is fun. Hi, warrior women. We are recording. um, it is Thursday night team meeting on December 3rd. And we are talking about our inner family. We are, Jenny, Elika, and I are reading a book, and we only have a couple chapters left, and it's Organize Your Emotions and Optimize Your Life. Oh, I love it. So this book is all about our emotions. Okay, how many times when you were growing up did your parents or your teacher or even, a friend tell you, oh, don't feel that way, don't cry, don't be sad? No, it is okay to feel those emotions. We have them for a reason. It is okay to cry, girls. It is okay to be sad. It is okay to be angry. Okay? Feel those emotions. Don't stay there and linger in them and let them build up, but feel them. There's a reason we need to cry sometimes. Okay? Do not hide from your emotions. The inner family is developed of 9 different emotions, and I'm going to go over those real quick. I posted about this, I think last week, about my curious adventure. That's my favorite. That's what we're going to go over tonight. But our 9 different inner family emotions is our autonomy, which is our independence and feeling free. The body regulator, which is feeling stable. Our confidence, which is trusting ourselves, trusting others. The standard setter is our background. The curious adventure is my destiny. The creative is our imagination. The executive manager is building our team. The relational is feeling the connection with others. And the meaning maker is what mine is God. Okay. Now there are a lot of different definitions with these as well. You can go very deep with them. Those are just kind of one word thrown out there. There are several words that go along with our inner family. But if you have been watching our journey in this book, I highly recommend it. Coming from a mom of 4 kids, a person that lived in sin and now lives, I still sin, but now lives a peaceful life and joyful life. Reading this book and just learning about my different emotions and how I'm supposed to react and how I'm supposed to live life with all these different things going on in my head has helped me tremendously. Okay. And not only has it helped me, but it also has helped me understand my husband. It has helped me understand my coaches, my friends, my sister. Okay. So if you're not a reader, that's fine. I wouldn't call myself a reader. I pick one book and it takes me a couple months to read it. It's not like I'm sitting down reading chapters after chapters, but this is a good one. So this is chapter 8. It's called The Creative and the Executive Manager. So that's the chapter that I want to go over with you ladies today. This was my favorite chapter in this book by far. We still have 2 more to go, but this was one of my favorites. So, telling my story. As a college girl, as a child, I always was looking for something new. I always wanted to do different things. I love change. I love doing different things. I was in 4 different sports, all all year round. I was always active. We were always going on vacations. We were always going to events, and we were a very busy family. So I don't know if I now, if that's where it has come from, about always wanting change and feeling like I need something different in my life. But that's the kind of person I am today. I need new excitement, something to look forward to. I love planning vacations. So just for the simple fact of having something to look forward to. I get bored very easy. I like to stay on my toes, active. I like to be busy, and I like to spice things up a little bit. Like, you want me to try a different type of food? Sure, I'm open to that. Let's try it out. Or you want me to jump off this bridge up here and just see where I land in the water? Why not? Let's do it. Only thing I probably would never do is skydive. And that's something my husband would love to do. But that's probably out of the picture for me. That's too extreme for me. But I like it. Like, give me some adrenaline. Give me the rush. Let's try something new. I like the excitement. The health experience. I've been in this healthy lifestyle for 2 years now as a coach, and I still plateau. But the problem is I just need to try something new. Okay. I can get bored living a healthy lifestyle. Okay. But change it. I have to change it up sometimes. I have to find a new recipe and cook something different. I have to reach out to new faces. Okay. Get some new girls on my team. I have to do something different on my social media or in my stories. Okay. And I'm just speaking from my experience, but I can get bored easy. So that's the type of person I am. So let's go into our creative and our executive manager. So the creative emotion is, some people think like it's artistic, okay? And it's like a novel, like an author writing a book. Okay, they're creative. They can write a whole, how many page book? Okay, 292 pages in this book. They are creative. They can come up with a story, right? Executive manager loves to wear the business suit. Okay, they're business oriented. They feed off of being organized. All right. Most of the executive managers is the strongest of the two voices. So you have the creative and you have the executive manager. And most people, that executive manager is the strongest. For me, it's the opposite. My creative is stronger than my executive manager. Now, let's go over the executive manager. Okay. The executive manager is a CEO of the brain. Okay. The executive manager runs the show in the brain. The executive manager helps manage your life. It's the voice in your brain. It's the structure that you need to go on with your daily life. It's the commander, the controller. It's the dominant part of someone's personality. More organized and more structured. And problems are thought out. So they don't just come up with a problem. Something just doesn't happen and they're like, oh, quick fix, I'll do this. No, it's thought out. It's the more serious one in the family, and the emotion in our family, it is the most serious one. Let's go on to the creative. It's part of our survival mechanism. It's not just drawing or carrying a tune, like it's more like starting a fire, not writing on the walls. So let's go back. The cavemen. Okay, if the cavemen did not have a good curious adventure, then we might not be here today, right? Because the curious adventure, we think, oh, it's somebody that can write a book. It's somebody that just thinks outside the box and their mind's just so creative. It can be the little things too, like learning how to start a fire, not just the art that they wrote inside their caves and on the walls. It's discovery, it's invention, coming up with a solution on the fly. Remember running into those problems and just coming up with a solution right away. Like, I'm not going to ponder on it. I'm not going to think it through. I'm just going to do it. Like jumping off that bridge into the water. I'm not going to think about it, because if I think about it too much, I might freak myself out. I'm just going to do it. Let's just do it. Great ideas. The creativity person has great ideas, but is too disorganized to implement those ideas. And then taking an adventure approach to any aspect of their lives. So let me go back where it says great ideas, but is too disorganized. I have so many ideas, ladies. I have a lot of ideas sometimes. And sometimes I reach out to you girls and I'm like, all right, I have this idea. Help me out with it. How can we move forward with it? And that's where some of you executive managers help me think out a good idea. So this goes along with our coaching. Okay. You might be the creative coach and you have all these ideas going on in your head. I remember when we would do the warrior hour, and we started there at the end talking about different ideas and different things to do. And we had so many ideas running around, in the chat. But we needed an executive manager to put all those ideas together. So it says page 176. Let's go to page 176. Okay. The creative person hates structure and procedure and thinks it's boring. Oh my gosh, do I think it's boring to sit down and check emails? Or how about, do I think it's boring to sit down for 20 minutes and send out invites or send out messages? The executive manager has a disdain for the playful spontaneity associated with the creative, tends to view it as a waste of time, and regards those who are creative. So that executive manager person is looking at me saying, girl, do some time management. You need to set aside some time to work. And I'm looking at the executive manager saying, girl, you need to go for a walk. I love it. I love these two, creative and executive managers, and how they butt heads. But at the end of this chapter, they are such a team to be successful together. And you can have both. That is the key here. You can have both. And I'm going to try to help you with that. I've seen this often. Coach Megan says, creative people think that it's boring to be organized, that it's not cool. While those with a strong executive manager think that creative people are just out of control. Oh, I think that's so funny. People who are thriving usually have a balance of both and a respect for both. So I'm a person that knows that I need to work on my executive manager and I need to respect the executive manager because in the long run, all it's going to do is help me out, right? That's all that's going to do is for me to find the balance between the two. It's going to help me be so successful in my coaching business, in life, in all situations. And then it says you want the best out of what every member has to offer, right? We have 9 inner family members, emotions, and each one of them offers so much to your daily life. So stay focused and revisit your focus. Try to be balanced in life. Okay, yes, it's awesome to go out and have fun and enjoy life and be happy and joyful and peaceful. But you know what? Sometimes you have to grind and you have to do the hard things and you have to sit down and you got to work. Okay, you got to bring an income in at some point. Okay, you have to enjoy doing the hard work. Find what makes you happy. Find what you enjoy doing in this business and roll with it. Okay. 178. Okay, the executive manager is afraid of the creative, afraid of the chaos and disruption. The creative is suspicious of the executive manager because it's confining and conforming. So the creative is all chaos and always disrupts everything. I didn't read that. I want to read that. I'm going to go over to the chat. Let's read. Okay, Elika, it's at the bottom. Have fun. Yes, get creative within the executive manager. Ooh, Elika, maybe you can throw some wisdom in at the when I'm done here. Elika, she knows what she's talking about too. Both sides know that they need each other in order to be successful. Like my creative side knows that I need the executive manager. I need the structure. I need to schedule in an hour every day to put in work. Like I need a plan. I need goals. I enjoy life a lot, maybe too much sometimes. I love to have fun. But in order to do that sometimes, you got to get a little business under your belt. So yes, you need both in order to be successful. I have to find that balance. And I'm here to help you find it as well. And then at the bottom it says, let's get your creative and your executive manager on speaking terms. Yes, you think you're crazy? It's all right, girl. We're all crazy. I'm trying to tell myself that I need my creative and my executive manager on speaking terms. Yes, I'm speaking to myself. That's all right. You got to do what you got to do. All right. Let's get these two on speaking terms. So this is where I need you ladies involved. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute. I need you to get a pencil, piece of paper. You don't need to talk or anything like that. I just want to give you some pointers. I have 4 pointers that I want to give you to help you have a balanced working, coaching, and life. Okay? Because we like to have fun, but we need a little business, right? So get your pencil and piece of paper or get your phone. I'm actually going to take a picture because I love pictures. So if you're on here, say cheese. Oh, Ellen, you just popped on. Cheese. Okay. Oh, Ellicott. All right, here we go. Next page. All right. Okay. So I hope you got your pencil and piece of paper. And we're going to go through on how to get these two things on speaking terms. I tell you, life's hard sometimes, folks. Okay, number one. What roles do the creative and the executive manager play in your life? And how have they shaped you? Okay. So, what role does the creative and the executive manager play in your life? And how have they shaped you? Let me go deeper. Okay. Number one, executive helps me get into the adult world. I'm a child at heart. Okay. I can be goofy and I can play and I can run around. But boy, do I need a snap with that executive manager. Tiniel, get your crap together. Enough playing around, right? So when I was in college, I loved to party. Yeah, that's kind of why I went to college, really. Maybe. I don't know. Ooh. There was a point after college, after I graduated, I was like, that executive manager told me to get my crap together. If you want to survive, if you want to adult, I went, oh, Denise is walking her dog. Oh, that's fun. I moved back into my dad's house after I graduated from college. I had no idea what I wanted to do. And with the kiddos at work, I love to play and run. Oh, I love to feed off kids. That's why I babysat for 8 years, because I love the kids' energy. I love to feed off them. And that's why I like to substitute teach. I'll probably go back to that just because I like doing it. I enjoy it. But I'm an adult. I have 4 kids. I have a husband. Adulting is hard, but that executive manager helps me do that. Okay. So it asked me, what roles have they played in my life? And that's one of it. The executive manager allowed me to become an adult, allowed me to take responsibility. I had 2 jobs and I had to get an income. I had to start paying on my debt, my school debt. And I had to just start really focusing on what was next for me. Okay. I had to find a husband. I had to grow up. And I knew it because the executive manager was on me. But the creative gave me an opportunity of my lifetime after college. I had no idea what I wanted to do when I got out of college. I moved back in with my dad and I was stuck. So I knew I loved horses. So my creative was like, let's go work with horses somewhere. I went to Wisconsin for a whole summer and worked at a summer camp with kids and gave them horseback rides through the woods every single day. And we would have picnics out in the fields with the horses. And that was my creative side. But they worked together because I knew I had to start adulting. And I knew I had to get away from the atmosphere that I was currently living after college. I had to get away from my college friends. So I went to Wisconsin and I worked there for a whole summer and came back and started adulting. So how did those two play a role in your life? I want you to write that down. So the executive manager, if that's 100% for you, then at your job or in your life, you're not going to, my husband had to help me do this because I'm dyslexic, So I'm like, all right, I have to think opposite. Like if I'm executive manager, what's going to be hard? You're always going to be working, work, right? If you're just all in on executive manager, you're going to have no time for you at all. You're going to always be business, always be structure, always be hard on yourself. And you're not going to have many friends. I'm sorry. You know, because you're so stuck in what you need to get done. You're stuck in the work and just draining yourself. You have to have a balance. You have to have fun. But the creative, if you're all about the creative person as well, the emotion, you're going to always be late to things. You're not going to take anybody serious. You're not going to be that top-notch coach. You're not going to be that top-notch boss. And you're not going to get a lot of accomplishments, and you're not going to meet your goals if you're all about that creative emotion. Find the balance, girls. We got this. Okay, let's move on. Number two. What story best captures the creative and the executive manager's biggest contributions to your life? What story best captures the creative and the executive manager biggest, contribution to your life? So I think about this as when one has helped the other. So when has my creative helped the executive manager? Or when has my executive manager helped my creative in my story, in my life? So how about the executive manager? I love to run free groups. Those are fun, right? I enjoy them. But they also come with structure and accountability, right? People are counting on me to show up every day. People are counting on me to be there and comment and answer questions. That's responsibility. That's the executive manager. But the group is also fun. That's a good balance. I'm having fun while I'm being responsible and accountable. And then how about with social media? You know, oh my gosh, I know some of you girls are feeling me on this. Social media has taken a turn. Like people, I cannot get people's attention hardly anymore. I can't get people focused on me. Like, yeah, I'm saying it. Give me all the people. I want you watching my stories. I want you seeing me. But it's so hard right now. But you know what has changed it up for me in the last week, I feel like, is TikTok. I hate saying that. I hate saying it. But it's so true. TikTok has changed up my vibes I'm giving out, my social media content. It has changed up how I'm putting things out there on my story, how I'm doing videos, how I'm talking. Because TikTok has showed me what people are into, honestly. It has showed me what people are liking, what they're into, what they're doing, what they're saying. You know, it's social media can be either a downer or a doer. Okay? It depends on how you use it. But here lately, instead of just posting a workout video, that I've been doing this for 2 years, girls. And people know I work out, right? People know I push play every day. They know that I do that stuff. So what do I need to change up now? I need to just splash in my workout videos here and there. I need to start thinking outside the box, be more creative, and do some fun things and do some fun videos that I find on TikTok that are, you know, buzzing right now. I mean, there's some videos on there that people are loving. And with this world and how it is today, people want to laugh. People want to smile. You go outside your house, how many smiles do you see a day when you go outside your house now? Think about it. Everybody's covered up. See, Alika? Everybody's covered up their smiles. You know, Ashley even posted the other day how much, ooh, tampons. Woo, somebody's getting some tampons. Oh,
It's
but
work. It's work. It's a work gift, and we are doing a letter out of Christmas, and this year it's tea. So I got
that's so
paper
fun.
and some toothpaste.
Oh, that's so creative. I
Yeah,
love
also
it.
getting stuff to do tacos, and I'm giving them. We have so much of our meat, like in the freezer. We haven't used it, so I'm gonna put some of my hamburger in there and also like do tacos. So I got a cool gift in there, but we got some gag stuff in here too, I guess.
Hey, that's fun. Yeah.
I'm really hoping the guys get the tampons.
That's awesome. Good job. Okay, so that was your story. So write down on how those two stories, you know, helped each other out. How did the creative help out the executive manager, and how did the executive manager help out the creative? Okay. Number 3. So this is a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being the most, 1 being the least, right? So on a scale of 1 to 10, how well are your creative emotions? And from 1 to 10, how well are your executive manager emotions? And how well are they being met today? And how important are those needs to your well-being? Okay. So on a scale 1 to 10, how well are you meeting your creative emotion daily? Mine's like an 8. I'm not gonna lie, it's up there. And then on a scale 1 to 10, how well are you meeting your executive manager emotion? This is probably a 4 for me. I need to work on that, and I know that. The other day, I actually sat down for 2 hours, about hour and a half to 2 hours, and messaged every single challenger of mine. Not my coaches, because I'm always in contact, you know, with my coaches and trying to reach out. But when's the last time you actually reached out to just your challengers since you've been a coach? Just to wish them a happy holiday, see how they're doing, see what program they're doing, tell them about the new Control Freak that's coming out. Okay. I actually reached out and just wished them a happy holiday and invited them to the free challenge that Jenny has going on. You know, I didn't ask them to invest in anything, but as their coach and trying to work on my executive manager, I made it an opportunity to reach out to all my customers, because I promised them when I signed them up that I was going to be there for them. I was going to help them. Yes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. But I need to lead my customers and my coaches. Okay. So even though they're not in my groups and they're not working out right now or anything like that, I still need to check in with them. So I know what emotion I need to work on. I hope you're figuring it out as well. And then number 4, this is our last one. What time is it? Oh, I'm doing so good. Yay. Number 4, what can I do to better meet the needs of a creative and executive manager? So what can you do to better meet the needs of the creative or the executive manager? So meeting the needs for both. The executive manager, for me, I need to prioritize each day with my kids' schoolwork. Okay. We've been quarantined. They don't go back to work until, or they don't go back to work. Shoot, I wish they were making some money. My goodness. They don't go back to school until Monday. So I've had to be strict on my executive manager and get these kids up in the morning, get their schoolwork done in the morning so I don't have to worry about it all day and I don't have to fight with them when they're tired in the afternoon. Like, that's been hard for me. I'm not very structured. That's something I need to work on. And then my to-do list. I've been, wanting to do a to-do list and prioritizing what's first, what's the most important to do for today or this month, and then work on that list and maybe even scratch it off. And then you ladies have seen me declutter before. I love living minimalist. Like, I enjoy that. It's such a stress reliever for me. So decluttering is something that can help your executive manager. Decluttering your cabinet, your house. That's not the only thing you can declutter. How about your social media? Okay, get those negative people out of there. Get them out. Okay, you don't need that in your life and you don't need to see it daily. So decluttering your social media will help out your executive manager. And then what can help out my creative emotion? How about getting out of the house? I know it's hard right now, but we can still get out. Go for a walk. Yes, it's cold, but maybe, I was outside for an hour today. We had a fire. It's cold, yes, but bundle up. Okay. Get some fresh air, get some sun. I even actually got burnt today. And then how about the gatherings that the warrior women have every month? Come to those gatherings. Be open, be creative, do something different. And then how about something new, okay, to help your creative side? Download TikTok. Shoot, why not? I was sitting here the other night, my husband was watching videos. I'm like, what are you watching? He's like, I don't know, some TikTok video. I'm like, all right, I want it. Because he was laughing. He was laughing and enjoying himself. I'm like, shoot, okay. Give me some of that. And then how about being creative with your business? What's something that you can change up? Is it your social media that you need to be changed up? Is it your stories you need to change up, your videos? The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get. Is it business cards that you need to print off to pass out? Okay, let's start thinking outside the box, ladies. Let's get creative. So the number 4 was some ways to work on what you're lacking. Okay, and if you are balanced, you go, girl. You go. Maybe you need to share. That is awesome if you're balanced. Or, shoot me a message and give me some tips. I will take all the advice. And then a couple other ways to try to get balanced. Maybe set 30 minutes aside a day. Maybe set 3 10-minute sessions out each day, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at lunch break, 10 minutes in the evening, just to check your coach office, check in on your customers, check in on your coaches, maybe check your emails, maybe write down some goals, get a plan around, whatever is going to help you find that balance. I just named off all the executive manager stuff I need to be doing. Maybe I should read off some creative ones. How about, actually, I think I wrote these down. Oh, I did write them down. How about how you can work on the creative? Go for a walk. outside, a 10-minute walk a day. Okay. Maybe at lunchtime, you you turn a couple songs on and you get up and you dance, lock the door in your bedroom and just put a song on and dance for 10 minutes. Get the creative emotion rolling. Or shoot, scroll through TikTok, find you your next video you want to do. Okay. It's simple, ladies. Don't make it hard. Okay. Don't make this a hard thing. It is simple. We can still be successful in our coaching and our business, but still have fun and enjoy it. Okay. So if you feel like you're at a plateau in your business, let's really look at what we need to change up. Because it could but just be a 10-minute dance a day. Okay. 182. I'm almost done. 182. I want to read a quote in the book. It was actually one of Jenny's quotes that she loved out of this chapter. And it says, "How vain it is to sit down to write when you have not stood up to live." That moment, my legs begin to move, my thoughts begin to flow. As if I had given a vent to the stream at the lower end. Consequently, new fountains flowed into it at the upper. So, this little quote is talking about how you have to start moving before you can start thinking. Okay. Maybe dancing around, start dancing around, and then you'll get your creative going and you're like, oh my gosh, I can move my booty that way. Like, just have fun with it. And then your brain will start working and flowing. Okay. But we have to step out, we have to start moving, and we have to live. And then it says at the bottom, so you can be both. It's better to do fewer things well than many things poorly. So that speaks to me. It's better to do fewer things well than many things poorly. Because when you feel like you're at a plateau in your business, in your job where you work, in your transformation, you always feel like you have to do lots of things to get back. Like, okay, I'll give you an example for me. You know, I've had a couple hard weeks. My father-in-law passed away, then my husband got COVID right after that. Okay. I had to get through that, right? I had to get through that plateau. I had to get through that depression. I had to get through the sadness, the anger. And so my brain was going. I was thinking so much that I wasn't focused on, maybe I just need to do something small. Maybe I just need to start small and I'll start getting my joy back. I'll start smiling again. I'll start being happy. I'll start showing up again. Okay. Maybe it's not, oh, I have to come back to Warrior Women. The first thing I have to do is run a team meeting and I have to, you know, reach out to all my coaches and make sure they're okay. And I have to get on social media and go live and share a bunch of stuff that's going on. No, I don't have to do all that. You know what broke it for me is getting on a Zoom call with Jenny and Elika and just letting go, letting myself go, because I was being so strong for my family and my husband. And I did not want to get on that call with those girls because I knew they're my strength. And I knew that I didn't have to be strong in front of them. And that's what did it for me. Just that little Zoom meeting of them allowing me to break. And then they built me back up. Okay. Don't try to always go above and do too many things at once. Maybe just take that little step. Maybe just reach out to that one person. Maybe that one person that you work with that you see with their head hung low. Maybe just give them a little compliment. Hey, I really like your hair today. Oh, girl, look at your outfit. You got it going on. And not only will you make their day, but you'll also feel good as well. Okay, so start little. Don't always think too big. And at the end, the last quote I have is small changes. That's how the lasting changes begin. So a small change will last forever. And that's how you build to big change in your life. Okay, is by starting small. It's a healthy lifestyle, ladies, not only for our muscles and our nutrition, but also our minds. Okay, especially through December and through the holidays, we have to stay doing our self-development. Even though we don't have warrior hour going on, and you're kind of doing your own thing with the holidays and with a lot of family, we have to stay strong for ourselves. Okay, so make sure you're doing your development, self-development, watching your videos, reading your positive things, reaching out to somebody if you need something. But we're all here for each other. Okay, we're all growing each and every day, and we love it. We enjoy this journey. So that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up, close it out. 9:04. I did good. I ran the whole meeting. What? For the whole hour. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, yay. I am so thankful for you ladies. Wow. What a journey life is, right? One day at a time, though. One day at a time. All right, ladies. Well, I hope you have a good evening. You did great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I recorded and figured that out. So have a good night. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Jenny and Mike definitely needed this date night. I hope they had fun and enjoyed the time together as well. So work on your creative and your executive manager emotions. All right. See you, girls. Love you.